Hey everyone, hello. Welcome to Magnolias. We're live in downtown Norfolk, Nebraska. I'm Amy.
I'm Kate.
Behind the camera is Kate. So it is a big day at Magnolias of receiving more new freight. But as we get all this new stuff onto our shelves, I thought it'd be fun to just circle back for a minute and pick a color theme and do some inspiring designing within our color themes. So today we've got, can you guess it? What color? We've got blue. Blue is the color du jour today. So if you're a blue lover, don't go away. You're going to enjoy the ideas we have for you today. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for hanging out, keeping me cozy. This is a cold, cold day in Nebraska. How is everybody doing with the weather across the country? Always, it's a weather update always, isn't it? And I like to hear what's happening, especially concerned for our friends in California. If anyone's watching, we're all thinking of you here in Nebraska, where we really don't have fires of that extent ever. What an amazing, terrible thing happening. But I hope that you're all having a good end to your week. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's Thursday. So our blue color themes, as we receive our freight, is starting to develop and get a little bit more blue to show you today. I have some great runners. I've got some fun pottery. We've got hot tea. This is what I need right here. Hold this in my cold hands. I also was thinking today about fragrance. You know, when you get into the new year and you put away your pine scented candles and your cinnamon candy candles or all of your holiday scented candles, what are you wanting to smell in your home right now? Kate, what did you switch to this year? Have you changed anything up?
I haven't switched yet. I haven't switched. I still have my glass house candle, my Christmas glass house. So I have yet to change, and I guess I do have my scent scene from Glass House going with Amalfi. So kind of getting there, but I just have that all the time.
It's like a different time of the year where you really aren't maybe ready for spring fragrances.
Right.
You are, a spring fragrance to me are the white floral scents, or this year we'll probably be bringing back the lilac scent from Bridgewater. Is it lilac that it's a lilac fragrance, but it has another name. We're probably going to bring back some of our spring favorites and see what the new ones are when we get to market next week. But I think a great transitional scent is the trap fragrance called Water. And the reason I think so is because if anyone likes fresh laundry, clean linen smells, you're going to like the water fragrance. And that scent note, let's see here, fresh ozone, aqueous notes, and white florals. So you take your white florals, you blend them with a little bit of a water fragrance. Is water fragrance? It really isn't. But when you think of water, clean and pure scents, that's what this fragrance smells like to me. I don't know if I can describe it any better. The white florals are there. They're under notes. What white floral would I say? I can detect lilac. I'm not sure if they tell you which ones they've got going on in there, but it's an energizing scent, and it is a clean scent. So I propose Water, if you haven't jumped on anything yet. This is the Trap Classic Candle. Kate can drop the links to the entire collection, which could include a candle of this size, single wick, burn time, or any info you might have on these products, Kate. If she's looking at our link
Which
there.
size are you looking at? The main candle?
So we've got the main candle.
The main candle has a burn time of 50 hours. It's 7 ounces. It is soy paraffin mix. Very high grade waxes used in it. But it doesn't tell me like the fragrance notes other than what you see in the package.
I said. Yes, they're keeping the white flower confidential.
I guess.
Apparently, you can try it and see what you think the white flower note is.
Martha likes citrus this time of year. Yeah,
good one.
I like citrus in my kitchen. I feel like when I'm done cleaning and cooking, I want like a citrus scent.
Glass House citrus scent would be which one? Because there's a great one to recommend from Glass House.
I could not tell you off the top of my head.
Okay, well,
you're asking me a lot of questions.
Let's put that on Saturday. I'll go down the displays on Saturday when we do our walkthrough of the store.
Yeah, we'll have to peek at the package.
And I will pick a scent from Glass House and a scent from. Make sure that we're talking about good fragrances for this time of the year.
I feel like it's the coral colored package, but I couldn't tell you what that is off the top of my head.
So also, Trap has the orange vanilla, which we've talked about recently in a post. If you've been watching my Facebook post, I did talk about orange vanilla. The one thing that I'm really enjoying at my house are these room fragrances. So it is a room fragrance, but it's also a fabric refresher. So if you want to use
odor
this,
eliminator.
Thank you. Odor eliminator. If you want to use this in like your camper when we're a long ways from camping time, but you could refresh spaces that are stale, or you can use this to help overcome odors in your home. But I like the pump. This is not a demo, so I can't depress the pump, but it's a nice fine mist without being a propellant. It's a beautiful bottle to sit on the counter. The packaging of that is very pretty. I like their classic blue packaging. And they also do a reed diffuser, which is a great value because guess what? They will sell you a refill, which for some reason a lot of vendors won't do refills.
So the original diffuser's $42, and then the refills are just $32. You get double reeds in both boxes.
Right.
So you can switch out your reeds, keep them
sets.
fresh.
I think the biggest thing about the reeds is that they can get dusty. You know, they're pulling up that oil scented, the scented oil, and the dust will cling to them. So having an extra set every time you refill is very handy. So that's going to be your bottle with your reeds here for the water scent. And then for those of you with your little melting pots, whatever type you have, these are going to go in there. They're scent cubes, and these little cubes, this is a 4-ounce package of wax melts. This is probably the best value, the best most economical way to fragrance your home is to buy this little bag of the reed or the cubes. So the wax cubes are going to be quick and easy if you've already got a melter in place. If you don't, the Trap brand also sells, I didn't grab it, but a room oil that will go in a diffuser.
The ultrasonic diffuser oil is $16.
And they sell the diffuser as well as a wax melt item too, which is super clever because the plastic liner, the little rubber liner inside the wax melter comes out, so you can just press out the cooled wax, dump it in the garbage, and then put the liner back in. It's very easy to clean that out really quickly. So let's set that back here. A little bit about scent of the season, right? What season is it? That's the question.
Hello, everyone. We got Lisa saying
everybody.
hello. Kim, hello. Kathy got her electricity for a little bit.
Oh,
Jean,
goodness.
Hello.
I saw that, and then
Yes.
you didn't. Is
Yep,
that what happened?
She got a generator, she said. Hello,
Oh,
Sally
good.
and Deborah. She's excited for the walkthrough on Saturday. Kim,
That is right.
Sharon, we got Nancy and Kahoka. Martha, hello. So it's good to have you all on. Hey, Dawn from chilly but sunny Michigan.
Wow, okay. Well, I bet that can be cold, harsh cold, but bright sun. I can just imagine it, that Arctic cold wave with the bright, bright sun. Some runner choices today. We have the large buffalo check runner that we could design with. Kind of a classic pattern, don't you think? 16 by 72. I'm looking for the tag. It was probably on the bag so that I could tell you about it. And it is the buffalo plaid. It's $22.50. It's a great price point. Has white on the back. I would say it could be reversible, but you can kind of see the fabric going through there. So it's more of just a liner, which gives it really great body. And you're going to, this could go through many seasons, but you could use this as you get into the patriotic season too. So just a little tip for the future on that one. Inexpensive and a quick way to interject some navy in your house. We also have 2 of our vetiver runners that have blue tones in them. I'd say they both have denim blue tones in them. And the vetiver twig, which is exactly what it is in here, inside woven through this piece, is a little tiny horizontal line, and that is a vetiver twig. It has a nice texture to it. It's a little bit rustic. This one's also 72, but it's 14 by 72. And the price point on that one, I don't have in front of me, but both of those are kind of fun and funky, and they're a little bit more muted blue.
$59 for the vetiver.
$59? Okay. And that is a great combo.
I'm just dropping a link to all table runners, so you'll scroll through and you'll see all of our options. There's some Christmas half-off ones in there as well, if you want to get something on a good deal for next year.
I did have one blue drop-in. What did I do with it? Oh, it's over there. That is winter. We do have several pieces that have blueberries in winter drop-ins, and you could grab those frosty blueberry pieces. If we have time, I'll show you one. But those are still going to be on the online store at 40% off, I believe, and that will get you a little blue for now if you want to use it, and then pull it out early next year. Okay, so then next up we have these beautiful blue containers on. I don't know if they're in the camera or not. Kind of. Yes, they are. So we've got blue and white for those of you who like that classic spin on blue and white. This type of pattern, you've seen it before. It's been around forever. And we know that from time to time it becomes more popular, then it might wane a little bit, becomes more popular. We're back on right now. If you have blue and white dishes in your cabinet, it's time to pull those out and display them, because with the summer season, as we get closer, you can pair that with yellow. You can just do it with white and green right now. You can put it with orange, which is going to be a really strong accent color this year. Orange will be. And what else would you do with it? I've seen it with fuchsia. Looks beautiful. Pale pink. So I don't know what blue doesn't go with, actually. Quite a bit of options with blue. So some of these fun containers, and they're not very they're not expensive. This is the Willow ceramic vase for $45.50. It's just your classic low bowl. You could use it empty as an accent piece, but I'm proposing some of these fun new stems that we just got in can easily stand in here. I think that I showed Kate a picture of, oh, I did post for all of you a display at the store. We put it in stories the other day, and I used a bunch of these. Probably it took 4 little bushes. This is the new wormwood bush. And I don't know, are you planning to share prices on all these items specifically?
No,
or just
I
in
wasn't
general?
going to, because we
Okay.
just talked about them yesterday, so I don't think I need to.
So as we went through the prices yesterday, today I'll just show you products and tell you the descriptions so that you can easily search for them on our website, shopmagnoliasonline.com. This particular wormwood bush is going to be your dusty color. It is plastic. It's very short and simple. But when you group them together, as I did at the store, if you put 3 to 4 in your container, they'll help each other stand. So it won't require foam. It'll just sit in here and be a temporary placeholder until you find another look you want to try.
I want to check color still. Will you hold that for just a second?
Color check. So today
Color
we're
check?
using,
Okay.
what are we using today for our camera, Kate?
We're using the back camera, so I'm curious if the color...
Same
it
phone,
looks-
different
Oh,
camera.
much better.
Oh.
So it is the front camera.
Who's
so
techie and has an
if you
explanation
use
for
the
these
regular... So you just can't see yourself when you're showing things, which is hard.
Nope. I have to look at my phone and see where
Make
if
sure
I'm
you're
staying
in
in the
shot.
center.
Yeah.
The other option that's very handy for a low bowl like this is the UV protected fern bush. So this is a shorty also. You could mix them, but I kind of like the simplicity of just having one kind of thing in the container. This is a little bit bigger, so I would say you'd only need 2 in this bowl if you want to try this idea. 2 of the ferns would work, or 3 to 4 of these wormwood bushes, both of which are nice and short and stand up in the container perfectly, and it just makes a fresh green accent in a classic blue and white container. Maybe you just want to go low key right now and you don't want a lot of color and chaos. This is why I'm kind of showing you these items. This is how I feel about it. Like, it's less going on. We're not ready to introduce strong colors in Nebraska yet because of the winter months, but this is a good way to ease into it a little bit with classic blue. The other vase I have is only $29.50. It's the 6-inch Willow ceramic vase. Pretty pattern, very simple, nice sized opening.
The link I dropped is to both willow
Both of them?
vases. Yep.
Okay. The perfect thing for that is the bamboo stems. So this little bamboo leaf pick, the mini bamboo leaf pick just came in. I guess we showed it to you yesterday with its friend, the tall stem. I had a tickle in my throat.
Oh.
You might have to refill my teacup, Shirley.
Okay.
So there's 2 stems here dropping in, which is plenty full. I didn't even cut them. This is the height they came. Simple again, makes your statement in blue and white without any effort at all. If you can't do this, then I'm sorry, I don't know what else to show you. You can do this one. Just drop them in there, and it would be an opportunity later to add a couple flower stems if you want to cut some short and place them in here. You could also just use a couple white flower stems. I'm looking to see if anything white. I'm going to grab this one in front of the camera, and this one. Did this get
Orchid?
photographed?
Yeah, but the photo's not uploaded, so it's still not ready.
Okay, so we might not have this one ready to go online, but simple white orchids, super easy. I'd have to cut that.
It's photographed, but the photo's not edited and uploaded
It's not edited,
yet.
so that's an easy way. We do have white orchids online already, and this is a new one that just came in. You'll be able to add that standing up amidst the bamboo, or you could cut this into a couple segments. This is that mini mum. Very easy to use. Also, let me hold that so you can see how that would look. Adding a little touch of white to it, just a simple little mum stem. Of course, the mum's going to be less expensive than the orchid. They both have different looks. I prefer the orchid look myself, for sure. So that would be easy also to upgrade your blue and white pieces. Maybe you have some at home that you haven't done anything with yet. And then a third container for you to consider. This one's more of the denim blue color. I don't have a title on that little guy, but he's only $13.50. What a great price point. It has a texture to it. So if I hold that up here, you can see the glaze is sort of a navy blue, almost to black combination, and you've got your natural clay color peeking through. It is not, there's no hole in any of these, so if you're wanting to do real plants, they have no drainage. It does have little white dots for protecting your surface on the bottom. But this is like the perfect shape and size for doing a mini succulent planter. So the new fishtail succulent, fish hook succulent would be a great choice. This is a natural touch succulent. Look at how much wiggle it has. I would recommend a little foam in here. We of course sell design foam if you want to do a quick project.
That is $6.50. It's UV protected.
The little fish hook thing. And are you able to say anything about the container? Will you be able to find that one?
I have to dig for it, so you're going to have to
give
me a little bit.
Sadly has no title.
Yeah, you'll have to give me a little bit.
But the cup succulent here is an easy one to put in. And you could, it's just simple green, but we did get these new blue ones in, which are kind of funky. What were these called? Agave picks. And they're a brighter blue, but they work really well in here. So I could stand a couple of those in there also and be able to have a little blue in the container. None of this is in design foam, which is ideal. But if you were to wedge all three of these, they're just standing in here, you could get by with that too for a temporary look.
It's called the Fancy Blue Pot for $13.
Perfect. Fancy blue pot. Well, it's fancy. It's cute. And it's inexpensive. So that's a great little trio of choices in containers today. And a lot of these new greenery pieces are going to fit right in with your spring season if you're not ready for color yet, just kind of the way we're feeling over here at Magnolias. We want to change our things up, but none of us have been ready to jump into the color scheme yet. One more container choice for you today. These are beautiful. So we have a vendor that we love so much. They do a lot of modern pottery. Kate gets really excited about their pottery. Are you ready to go back to their showroom and see what they've got now?
They have very cool modern styles, ethically made. They really focus a lot on quality, and they have beautiful colors too.
So these have the trays that go with them. They're set up for real plants. You're ready to go with drainage holes. I believe this one is a 6x6, and this is maybe a 4. Let me double check here. 7x7 and 5. Oh, 7 and 5. I was close. So they are the prettiest matte navy I've ever seen. I like how the matte finish is, it's not glossy, it's going to be subtle, it's going to be modern and simple. We're on simple today. Looks great on this runner actually. So we could do foam inside. You could of course do a real fern, buy one in a little 6-inch pot, drop it in here, and maybe you can keep it alive because I really have failed at ferns. I don't think Kate has any ferns either.
No,
she's
never
attempted.
Never attempted.
She just lets me fail.
I know
and
my
she
strengths.
watches. She watches me kill my ferns.
It's
I have
not
one
my strengths.
right by my sink right now, and he's pretty much dead. And I just don't know why. I don't know why.
I can keep pothos alive.
Yes, that's true. It's growing all atop your cabinet, happy as a clam up there.
Yeah, until some days it looks like it's dying, and I just give it some water, and it's fine.
And it perks right up.
Yeah, it's a little sad, but it lives.
So our favorite maidenhair fern is a returning winner. I think that's that's the words I was looking for yesterday. A returning winner. Do you see how much I'm shaping these little fronds? I do this because this plant specifically comes super flat. So as I always try to coach everybody on different ways to make your products look better, shaping something like this and taking the straightness out of these fronds and giving them some bends is the key. So you work through your plant, I don't know, watch some TV and just mess with your plant. But this will stand in here and look like a real plant, which is where I should just go and quit failing. Somehow I'm in the mode of I want live things in my house to help, purify the air and make me feel comfortable at home. I might just have to give up on the purifying the air part and go with the green part of the faux plants. So one of these maidenhair ferns is perfect in the large size. It is good in the small size. It's a little on the big side. but I do prefer it in the large. And the maidenhair is my top pick. I love maidenhair ferns. So that's another option. I also just got in the short little snake plants. So I showed you on Monday a design using our tall yellow and green snake plants. This is a short one. Of course, the real name for snake plant is Sansevieria. This is a 9-inch mini Sansevieria, but the top of it's kind of like a 4-inch, 5-inch plant. So he's basically 5 by 5, and I would cluster, probably 3 of those in here. And if you've ever had a snake plant growing, they just grow and grow and crowd their pot until the pot is just all roots and plant. Happily. So if you put 3 crowded little stems in here, that would be realistic looking, and this is a really realistic plant actually. So it's good. It's a good place to start if you don't have a green thumb like me. I can do outside plants, I just can't seemingly keep them in the house alive and well. You could also just do like a big single succulent and put some bendy vine around it, or let some moss come draping out of the pot. This particular single large guy is the 6-inch Echeveria. He's a gray-green color.
I'm going to drop a link to all succulents.
Well, we were just discussing in the back room. Linda and the team are putting out the new stems, and they're getting them on the shelves in the warehouse. And Linda's most excited about designing with succulents. Kelsey was pointing out the realistic stems that we have. She's new with us, so for her to see what we're really targeting is these higher end but hyper realistic flowers. She's excited to get started designing with those. So you're going to see some amazing things from our inspired designers just shortly. The soft aloe pick could also be placed together with the Sansevieria. I like them together. The coloring is compatible. So then maybe you do 1 aloe and 2 Sansevieria. Can you envision that? That would work really well. So that's some more pottery. Just fill those little spaces, interject a new color accent. I think that can, help you feel more excited about your room too, if you switch it up and change it up to something new. We don't always have to get out the same things we had before Christmas. In fact, at the store, a lot of people tell me, all right, I went to put my old things out and then I just didn't feel it. Like, it's time to change.
I like to rotate the colors that I use all the time.
Are you going to change your color now?
No, I did more limoncello last year, so I might stick with that and build off of it.
The limoncello collection last year was blue and white. It was a lot of fun to do that look.
Yeah.
I really had a great time gathering all the accents, and you really can't go wrong with lemons. Like classic, again, just like blue and white containers, lemons are always around in some way, shape, or form. But I did notice on our order that our favorite lemon got back ordered. So I hope it makes an appearance. Yes, I was checking through the orders and I saw that the lemon that we buy 300 plus is on back order.
Darn.
So what I wanted to try, haven't tried it yet, is this anemone in a massed group in this white pitcher. What would that look like? This white pitcher, we have several different styles. I can't read the size on this one. Sorry, I'm not going to struggle and try, but it has a nice pattern to it. Texture, maybe, is more of the word. And it's the widest pitcher. Many of ours are narrower. This one is 6 inches across, and it's 7 inches tall. I would normally, if this was going to be permanent in my house, I would cut the stems, but let me see if I can get them to rest in here with their stems bent instead of cut. Will that work? Maybe if I do them a little at a time, trying to see how many would it take to make the single high-end look of just all one kind of flower stem in your container. Let's try it out. 3. Jimmy, turn the heat up. Are you cold?
No, I don't want to turn it up. It's fine.
I got
layers.
Trying to just layer up around here. It gets drafty.
I was wearing my gloves earlier.
Were you?
Yeah,
my nose is cold right
on
now.
My keyboard. I should get a little desk heater. I had one. Jordan stole it from me, though.
We need to go buy a bunch of space heaters for everybody. Because the people at the back of the store are cold today.
I'm moving around so much.
Kayla's cold in her office. I think you can have the heat running, but then it's all or nothing. You're either blasted or you're cold.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the deal.
That's how it is. So we are up to, I have a full box of a dozen here. We might need to use all 12. I don't know how much these anemones are,
Can't
but
you
I
just
like
use
that
like
look.
a fern in it as a base and then stick everything into the fern?
You could, but it wouldn't be that look. The look of all one kind of flower.
Okay.
That's what I was just trying to
Emulate?
show. Right, because that's kind of a thing, you know, it's a decorator thing. It really needs a couple more though. And if they were cut, they would be laying more comfortably instead of trying to bounce around with their bent stems.
Yeah.
At any rate, you get the idea. But Kate's right, you could put a green piece in there and then maybe just go with 3 stems of flowers popping out of the green. At this point, it's going to take all 12 in this picture. If you get the narrow picture, it would certainly not take that many. But this one has a nice wide mouth on it, so that's why it's going to hold all these flower stems. What do you think? If you get it done right, it turns out pretty cute. So that's anemones. Looks like I used the full dozen inside the pitcher on the blue and white tablecloth. This is a little bit more of a purpley blue. I love this bright, strong blue. You know what this reminds me of? Our candle that is so cool from right after Christmas is when we got those back in. The candles that we had on order forever and ever, and they finally showed up. I'm going to grab this tray and see what if we were to design a little bit here. Keep going with this brighter blue. And I'm sorry, I am not seeing your comments today because my phone is frozen on comments. So
Oh, is it?
yeah, I should have said that sooner, but there's nothing for me to see there.
Mostly they're just liking what you're putting together.
Well, I have a 5250 braided banquin tray. This is the large. Oh no, it's the medium. Where's the large at? This is pretty big. What I like about these trays is that at my house at least, when I pop that into a room, it takes the formality out of my living room, for instance. It's got a lot of harsh leather going on, a lot of straight-sided things. When you use a little bit of wicker or rattan, it sort of calms things down and makes it a bit more casual. So it also adds a warm element, just like wood adds to a room. Wicker does the same thing. It warms up your space. So as a fun kitchen island combo, and that's what it's feeling for me right here with the runner, this would be a great combination. We need to turn this on. These come with a remote, by the way. This is the 6x8. And what we sell is a 6x8 in, oh gosh, help me, Kate. We have red, we have emerald green, and we have blue. Do we have
Smoke cream?
Smoke and cream? Thank you.
If they're in stock.
All those colors in this size. It's kind of a statement piece. I really like it with the anemone. They also come as 3 individual candles that are 3x6 is the center size. So you can get the set of 3 in blue glass with blue wax, and they come with the remote, or this big single guy. This is $89. And this would be my catch-all tray that I would keep on my kitchen island. You all know what I'm talking about, like the catch-all for your keys as you're walking by, or whatever little things are being collected in your house and you have to have somewhere so they don't get lost. USB drives, that's always laying around my house. So this is the small bowl. These are the teakwood bowls with the handles. And if I reach around over here and grab this pile, I have several sizes that I can get for you today.
I'll drop a link to the bowls. It looks like we're sold out of the large, but we have small and medium.
Oh, so this is not actually the large. This is the medium. Here's a stack.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun to have a stack, actually. They nest really well. Oh, one of them is, these are the small handled, but one of these is not the same as the other. What's that song? From Sesame Street, the teakwood bowl. This one's $32.50 without the handle cut out. And, oh, there's glitter. The one with the handle in the medium is $52.50. So there is kind of 2 different styles right here. That is hilarious. Everything's going to have glitter for a while. I hope we can get all the glitter gone. Do we ever get the glitter gone?
No, never.
No. At the store we have hardwood floors, so the glitter's always in the cracks. That's a given also. So in my tray, the little guy, he fits perfectly. The small one is $45.50. Each one's going to come different and unique with how the grain goes. If there's, sometimes they have like a little notch in them. This one has a little divot in the side of it. This guy has a really pretty pattern going through. This one is very heavy. I see it's got a little knot on the bottom. So that's just your choices, different things in the teakwood family. We have lots of teakwood pieces. There are trays that are elongated also. But I like this look. I'd probably put some fun shells, stones, rocks, things like that in there.
We're worried about you spilling your tea.
Are you?
Jennifer said, "Watch mine.
Are you watching me fling around? Should I be putting it back here instead?"
Maybe wouldn't be a bad idea.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Hi, Noelle. Kathy has one of those. She loves it. They are just so pretty. I loved doing the teak bowls with the multicolored stones and a candle in the middle. That looks so pretty.
Okay. Well, speaking of candle, what about this look? So we have this. I think this is a single piece. I don't know if we have more than one of these. When I grabbed it from the shelf, it's one of these things that we're locating as we did inventory. The modern Jenny vase is $35.50. Here is a look at it up close. Matte finish.
Oh, that just sold.
Never mind.
It's
Very pretty. Whoever got that. That was the last
Rosalie,
one.
she was quick.
Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. We're switching gears. We're going to try the deluxe
I was like,
candles.
why does that say sold out? Oh, no.
Can I have a candle holder of a manglewood color? I'm looking. Where do I see a candle holder? And the deluxe
I mean, there's two behind you, directly behind you, but I can grab this one over here.
All right.
You want just like a short wood one?
That's what I was after, was wood. I know we've got the bone ones, but this little baby, thank you, because we're styling up a tray. This one's just screaming for some seashells, I think, especially if we put this big tillandsia in here. So this guy just showed up. He's a brand new tillandsia. I've never had this one before. It's large. Also, a tillandsia is an air plant. This one's pretty crunchy, so you're not going to find that you're going to change the shape at all. The best you can do is bend the stem up so it lays. But an air plant is an interesting textural element. This is how I would style it. I think I'd also get shells or pebbles or something fun in there. You could use this in the bowl, or you could use the bowl again on its own. Our deluxe candles, I had two sizes in here. I'm not sure what I did with the other size.
I haven't seen it. Did you get it out of the box?
No big deal, but this is the color. We have it in two heights. This is the 4-inch, and we also have a 6-inch. You're going to find the candle flame is a little different. So the glass piece that I showed you, the glass candle, has the moving flame. The deluxe candles, that's okay. We have a lot going on in this room, so it's hiding. The deluxe candles have a 3D flame. It stays stationary, but it pulsates. So that's one of the differences. Sure, I can take those. One of the differences is the pulsating flame. And then the other thing about them is they have the poured look at the top that looks like melted wax. So if you're new with us and you haven't seen us talk about these candles before, this is the reason we bought them. And very exciting, because when we walked in the showroom of the location where these were displayed in mass, all of these candles lower on tables made you look twice because they all look like they're melting. So the more you put together, the more fun that feature is, I think, as eye-catching as it can be. And that's why we love that look. They also have independently sold remotes that will get the timer going for you. So if you want to set up a timer feature on your candle,
we have requested that they put it on the bottom of the candle.
Kate's going to bug him again when we get to Atlanta. She's going to mention in passing that they really need to do that, aren't you, Kate?
No, there's nothing subtle about it.
She's going to flat out tell them,
you need to do this. It's driving me crazy.
Well, we'll see what they say. They're in Canada. They'll be at the market, I'm sure, in Atlanta. I'm probably going to get in trouble if I bend this stem and get it hooked in there. That sometimes happens. This should be a little shorter, but the bamboo stem tall.
The orbs are not aqua blue. I think, what would you call that blue? Denim-y?
Medium blue, but not quite denim.
They're a gray blue. Yeah, not quite denim.
Not quite denim. They're a little grayed out. They are the perfect match for the candle. What is this candle called?
Ice blue.
Ice blue? Mm-hmm. That's maybe not the best descriptor. This is the large. This is the small. There's a medium. To my knowledge, we have each size still remaining that I'm showing you, and they're not sold out.
Sue, yes, we will do hanging baskets again this year. It's a little early for us to get to that yet, but we'll put it on our docket. That would be a fun live design day.
What would you like to see in your hanging basket?
She said outdoor safe florals with geraniums.
Oh, sure. That we will.
We have either Friday or Monday, we're getting a big delivery from a company that has a huge amount, has a huge amount of outdoor safe florals, and I'm just putting it in today. They have a ton of UV protected items, so I'm hoping that that gets delivered, and Kayla is instructed to get it checked in and put online ASAP. I mean, I don't know if
that would be pretty too.
It's just really tall.
So with this recycled blue glass, I've shown you the glass recently. It's recently restocked. As we're talking about blue, of course, I want to bring it back and just bring it to your attention again. This is the single size and color of this vase / candle holder, because you can flip it over and it becomes a candle holder. You can also set some candles on the top of the glass piece just like this, or I think our customers get most excited about the vase option. You can easily drop stems into it. It's blown glass all the way to the bottom, and it is a recycled blue color. You would also, here's the medium, by the way. You would also be able to flip over the small guy, the companion piece here, which is only shown in this darker navy color. So both of them recycled glass. These sizes in these colors, as you see it, the little one is $22.50 and can have some, like a plant. Oh, where did I set those little short plants? Or this little succulent here could go in there.
Do you want these? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, just realized these plants also, they would fit in there. Oh yeah, cute. So you got lots of options for these containers.
I feel like you could do like a hybrid.
Oh, that could go too. $42.50 for the large candle holder, and $22.
Multi-use, absolutely, Kim.
And I know a lot of you have these because we brought them back at least 3 times to my knowledge.
We've restocked those like 6 times.
We also did at the store take this exact little bowl, and we had some pale green stones in it.
And again, that's the teak bowl. So the tray Mom is using is the scalloped round tray. Dropped a link for it. There's a small and a medium left. She's using the medium. And then you have these small and medium teak bowls in front of that, which are really nice, high quality, true teak pieces.
Lots of changes. We also just got this ficus stem, and Kate's right, a single ficus stem would fill this vase. This is obviously going to need to be cut down. It's quite tall, but it's a brand new piece. It's 36 inches, 36 inches. Variegated, kind of a natural touch silicone plastic material with a good woody looking stem. And if you have a pretty substantial vase, just a couple of these is going to do a nice job of filling that vase out. But one in here would also work. I'll just try to hold it so you can visualize. So some fun ideas for a fresh, simple blue combination. I know yesterday I showed you the throw that's in this same blue family. I do love how well this goes with this blue woven throw. This is the one that's only $34.50. I know Kathy said she had this one yesterday, the blue plaid, and it does have a nice tan color running through it. If you had a taupe sofa, this would look beautiful on a taupe sofa, but also charcoal gray would be pretty. Dark brown would be pretty. Navy blue, this would be pretty. It's cotton, you can wash it, and it's your average kind of 54-inch size. So that's a great one for a lighter blue color. And then I grabbed this denim blue color too. You get up there. This piece, which I haven't shown lately, I don't think. This one has tassels on the corner and it has a fun pattern. Can you see it if I hold it up this way? So the fun pattern is definitely one to feature if you want to lay that out over the back of something. And it is sort of a reversible to a more lighter look on the back side. But I would probably just grab it in the middle, give it a shake, and make sure when you drape that on the front of your sofa, the arm of your sofa, wherever it's going, that those tassels are nice and staggered, because then you'll get the best look out of your throw. So that's a great denim blue color. Then if you're going into the taupe color family, let me grab that pillow.
Love that throw, Sharon says. It's so
pretty. And it's classic. I mean, when is blue ever out of style? I can't say that I've noticed. Oh, I don't want to drop these on the floor. I don't think I've ever noticed blue to be out of style. And I've been at this for 27 years. I can't say that that's ever happened. This is a beautiful taupe throw. 2 tones of taupe. It feels much thicker than the other ones. Somehow the weave of this thing, even though it's still cotton, has a heavy duty feel to it. This one, shoot, doesn't have a description or
I'll drop a link to
size.
all throws. There's not an exorbitant amount on the website, so it's pretty easy to find.
It's time to buy more. We're going to be buying more. I'm trying to show you how it looks with this gorgeous pillow. So the velvet pillow here is the square taupe velvet for $69. I noticed that at the store we have this too. So if for some reason you're not getting enough of them online, call the store because this is on the shelf and I'm doing displays there now. So I know we have both of these in store. We have that blue throw in store. And this combination is really soothing, simple, pairs perfectly with any kind of blue. I just wanted to point out how well these match each other because I didn't notice it till today. So that's a fun look also. Putting that back over here. What else can I style in this tray? I've got one more idea for you today. We're going to take this new vine, which I know is going to be a hit. Definite hit. This is going off to the side here. I think we won't need these. I like this piece because I had it maybe 2 years ago. But it's
the water willow.
bendy vine. It's basically a big bendy vine with lots of leaves on it. These are sort of a natural touch leaf. It's plastic, but it's a softer plastic, which goes into the silicone family when you get in soft plastic. All the little branches here, individual wires. So if you really want to be specific, you can curve and shape everything. I love how this piece drapes. So for some reason, if you're creating, I'm trying to think, well, if you had a big pot planter on top of your kitchen cabinets and you can drape this over the end cap of your cabinets, that would be cool. Off the side of a china hutch. Doing a wreath that would allow this to drape would be pretty, but even just working it on a tray around your components. Let's see how we can shape this around this glass holder. Just bend it to encompass it. There's no rhyme or reason. You just get to play with it and see what it wants to do, right? Winds up through here. Maybe we'll shape it over this way. Lay it out that way. It's one stem, fills the whole tray. And I know these are not expensive stems either for as much product comes on this. We can loop that through the handle. Let's try the medium over here. I would probably then treat this, now that I stuck it in there, as the candle holder. So let me flip it over. Put a big candle on it. My candle's a little small for this holder, but you would need the taller size or a wider, taller size. Could even use like a rustic birch look. We do carry sets of 3 LED birch candles that look like this. That would be a great companion to this style. And we just need junk in the tray. We just need just things like at home that you would have.
I wouldn't call it junk.
I would at my house call it junk. I mean, this would be where my paper clips would end up from my at-home office and all kinds of things.
I ended up putting my pretty teak tray up on an easel because they're just so nice.
Well, that would be a good choice
just to
too.
enjoy it. The birch candle set of 3 is $69, by the way.
Birch, real birch wrapped around candles. We haven't talked about these much, but they are fun.
Okay, so Sue said, do you have the spheres? If you mean the ones that we're showing, yes. I'll drop a link to those. And
this is called a spike orb.
Yep, spike orb, and then the Lloyd spheres.
Correct.
Then Kendra said, would that stem work in a tall vase?
Yes, you would just
the water
try to
willow
keep
stem.
it straight.
She's thinking like 17-inch vase. It's pretty big. I mean, it's
17-inch. Well, that's a good size vase.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say so.
You can wrap some of it down forward around the neck of the vase too.
So your vase has nice height. Yes, I would say you would need 2 stems probably to accommodate that. One stem is just going to hang over there by itself, so it maybe needs a friend. But you get the idea. It's a pretty versatile stem. I expect we're going to sell a whole bunch because everybody's wheels are turning, and that's what happened the last time I brought it in. It's so unique. You can think of 100 ways to use it. So Even if you just get it at home and try messing around with it, you'll figure out something fun at your house too. Okay, what am I going to grab next? Some other fun things that you found me. What is this little goodie? It's a candle holder. How cute. So I don't know where this came from, but it must have just shown up. This looks like a knot.
Tapers in
no
here.
taper candles. I wanted to say it was a little vase, but it's actually a taper candle holder. You can see that. That's the end of it right there. With this, the proportion, I would say it could hold 6, 10, or 12-inch candles. The 12-inch
It's called the Stoneware Double Taper Candle Holder for $16.
Brand new item. Interesting sculptural piece. And if I don't have the little tapers, you're just going to have to imagine. So
well, we sell our deluxe tapers as a set of 2, so that is the perfect holder for a set of 2 deluxe candles in any color.
We should still have the blue in stock. The taper candles come in blue. They are 9 inches tall, so that would be a great choice also. And then our little
We
birds.
don't have blue. We don't have. It might be at the store.
At the store we do.
Cream, salvie, the burgundy. We have
all those good colors.
Some plain ones.
Stand my bird in the tray.
We have olive. We have magenta. We have pink. We have Bordeaux.
We've got lots of colors. And the pink is perfect for Valentine's Day, too. We should be showing those on another Valentine's segment. Large wood shorebirds. That's right. They're the shorebirds. We do have 3 sizes. I grabbed the small and the large to show you today. They are carved wood birds. They're real wood with a little stem here, a metal stem on a rustic wood base.
I love those at my house.
$19.50, and the little guy is less. I don't see its price. But that
I dropped
would
a
give
link. The prices and sizes are in the link.
A little beachy look too. I don't have any batteries in this candle, by the way. That's why it's not on. But another fun look for blending blue and white. Okay, we talked about that. Let's talk about these little guys. Take the tray away. That tray has been pretty handy today, hasn't it? Sometimes you get the most bang for your buck out of a basic tray, it looks like. So our shorebirds, I think, are a great final touch if you're doing any kind of beach way look or coastal design. They are perfect for that look.
I love coastal, and I try to, as I say, coastal adjacent, because I live in landlocked Nebraska, and it looks a little funny to do coastal.
Coastal adjacent,
but
way adjacent.
I love the coastal style.
She does.
I love the soft colors, the light wood. Yeah. The large stem was the water willow.
That's right. Grab that stem. You're going to love it. Where did I set my runners? So I don't love these on this runner. This is the wrong vibe. I need the other runner. Thank you. Because you kind of need something that goes along with this look. So these are natural fiber vetiver runners that I showed you in the beginning here. These are made of horn. Is this horn or bone? I want to say horn. Am I right?
I feel like you said bone.
Are they bone or are they horn?
Creepy.
It is.
I remember being like, that's creepy.
That's creepy, but they're fun pieces because they have this unique finish to them. And
don't know.
I'm not sure. Okay. I'm looking at there's a tag on here. Here's the tag. Made in India. You can see the pieces on it. Bone and resin, guys. It's bone.
There you go.
Beautiful handmade item, handcrafted from bone and resin. So they are fitting the pieces together and then using resin to secure it all. I think that they're just a classic look. I like how
it's called the
Hazelton.
Cylinder,
the straight cylinder design is really sharp.
I'll drop a link. So the Hazelton, we have a $26 and a $34.
So $26 is a great price point for what it is, Wow. It obviously accommodates a 3-inch candle, not a 4. That's a 3. And then it does work well with this cute little topper. This is the mini hops topper. The hops half sphere. That's what it is.
$14.
Good proportion item on there. I like that a lot. So if you're doing subtle greens, that'll get you the subtle green direction. If you're doing super strong greens, we could drape this cool fern out of our navy blue vase. Isn't that a sharp one? This really picks up the blue in the runner. We may still have this in 2 sizes. We did have a short and a tall. This is the small navy square groove vase. This is only $23.50. Great price point. A nice size for single stems. If you're doing all white stems in it, for instance, it's a 10-inch.
We don't have the other size, only one size.
10-inch by 5-inch with a 4-inch opening there. So with that item, you could just do a collection of stems, straight up stems, put some orchids in it. That would look good. I had this fern draping out of it. So this just showed up with our new shipment. It's the leather fern hanging bush. Look at all that product. So if you're using that
22 bucks
in a vase, it's just going to drape and puddle, which is a cool effect because I can pull those pieces through and around my display, which is exciting. So I can just tuck all these things in here and separate our pieces. There we go. I like that idea. And I like how the blue pulls out of the runner. So another easy thing to do without putting any foam in the container. Your fern's just sitting in here, completely changeable and removable for later. This one is natural touch. You can see how softly it's moving. It's a really great product material, and I think you can put natural touch outside. I've tried it. It doesn't seem to deteriorate. It's kind of a newer material, so I haven't had a lot of years of messing with it, but I think it's working outside. There you go. We kind of have a nice little vignette here to visualize some changes for your house. Hopefully you're seeing something that clicked today, and maybe you have some of these items or colors like this that you haven't used for a while, changes that you want to make at your house. We're going to be doing a lot more florals, and what we want to start out with next is our fresh linen look, which is a white and green collection. So we've just started building it. We had to pause to put all these new stems away. The entire team is putting stems on shelves right now for 2 days. This piece is the start to that collection. The Silent Witness wreath is $118.50. This one has white geraniums and a size of 26 inches across.
Rosalie loves that fern. She said, I may have to place another order today. Please do. The shippers are almost done.
Try the fern. Yeah, they're ready to get it out
keep
today.
Keep them busy going. We got Jen
if
and
we hurry
Taylor
up,
shipping.
it'll leave today.
Yes.
It would. So the white geraniums, this fun little, I forgot the name of this guy, and an assortment of different. Yeah, that's right. The Terminalia. A little different pieces in here for texture and interest. But simple white and green is the next order of business for our design direction. That's what we're going to be seeing more of. That's a wreath that came out. I did just show you this day before yesterday, possibly. We've made a stack of these. The green meadow swag, just $62.50. This could have looked great on my tray also. It'll be a good table piece to nestle with your candlesticks. And then our Valentine's Day is building as well. So there's a couple new additions that will be transitional for Valentine's Day and then use them into the spring summer months if you like pink. This would accommodate a heart hanging in the middle. One of our
what's the name of it?
Soft little hearts would look good in here, our velvet hearts. The New Day wreath is $141.50. This has the, oh help me Kate, what's this thing called?
Caladium.
Thank you. I wanted to say coleus. That's not right. Caladium. The pink caladium is the star of the show with the white magnolias, and that gives you a nice vibe for a heart-shaped pink theme, even though it's just a plant. It's a good size wreath with all this draping going on over here. It says 33 inches, which is probably from here to the top, built on a 18 to 20 inch grapevine base. And then there's a matching little candle ring for it. That got buried.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look at that. It's a mini wreath, but I'm going to show it as a candle ring. So there's two new pieces I wanted to make you aware of. The Sweet Magnolia candle ring is $55, and it is that fun little white magnolia with a touch of the pink pebble eucalyptus tucked in there and ferns. So that piece could function as a little baby wreath or a companion candle ring to this big wreath and give you a little color for Valentine's Day. Nestle that with our, oh, I don't have a hanger for that. You can nestle that with our candlesticks that are tapers and do multiple tapers in there. Or, hey, get some pink tapers and try the new candle holder.
Cute.
So that is what I have for you today. New things every day this week. And Saturday is going to be the walkthrough of the store. I'll update you on the displays I've been doing at the store, which is what I'm doing this afternoon immediately after this, running back.
Okay, and I'm going to photograph everything and
taking
work on
pictures.
getting some fresh photos uploaded today.
It's a good day for getting a lot done. Lord knows we're not going to be outside walking around or anything.
No.
It's a good day to stay indoors.
And it's super gloomy out.
And we'll drink more tea.
Yep, there you go.
So I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Hey, catch up with me tomorrow. More new things on board for tomorrow. Maybe I'll just pick another color theme. Thanks, everybody. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.